I is my name. As spring began to awaken the grass, trees, and flowers, the Attucks family worked more and more outdoors. One morning, Prince said that this would be a good day to make soap. Mrs. Attucks had been saving scraps of fat all winter to put into the soap. Take the scraps outside to your father, she told Chris. Prince got a large barrel, removed one end, and bored holes in the other end. He set the bottom of the barrel upright with the holes on the bottom. Then he filled the barrel with ashes which he had saved from the fireplace. Finally, he said to Chris, "Bring me a pail of water." Then he poured the water in the open end of the barrel. Soon a dark liquid started to trickle out of the bottom. "Look, father, something black is coming out of the bottom of the barrel," Chris cried with alarm. "Something black." "The water passing through the ashes makes lye," explained Prince. "We need the lye to boil with the scraps of fat or soap grease." He brought a big pan to catch the dark liquid. "How can these things make soap?" Chris asked, watching his father mix the lye and grease in a large kettle. "Watch and you'll see," said Prince. He built a fire under the kettle and asked Chris to bring stools for them to sit on. Then they sat and waited for the liquid to begin to boil. Neither of them said anything. Chris wiggled his toes and stared at the fire. When the pot began to boil, Prince got up and stirred the mixture with a stick. Chris got up too and stood close by, watching his father intently. He stayed close by the kettle even after his father sat down again. Presently Prince said, "Don't get too close, son." Chris moved back, although he did not seem to be listening. Suddenly he said, "Father, why is my name Crispus?" Prince frowned. "Why do you ask?" "Well, most people have names like Tom, Jim, Henry, or John, but no one around here has a name like mine." Chris was 8 now, but he still couldn't forget what had puzzled him at 4 1/2. "Yes, your name is different from other names," Prince said as he rose to stir the soap again. "It has a special meaning." "That's what upsets me, father. I don't like being different. May I change my name to Tom? Or maybe John?" Chris was serious. "No, son," said Prince said firmly. "You have a good Indian name. Your mother and I want you to take after your Indian ancestors." "But I'm not an Indian. I'm a slave. You said so yourself," Chris protested. "That is true. But slaves are a mixture of many bloods," said Prince. "You are pure African and native Indian. Since we live in your mother's country and not my native Africa, I want you to be like your Indian ancestors." Chris was silent. His mouth was set in a firm straight line. Indian names always mean something such as courage, honesty, or beauty. Prince went on to explain, "Your mother's family was important, so we use her last name." "Well, why do I have a funny name like Crispus? Nobody else has that name." Prince stirred the liquid and gently led Chris back from the kettle. "Crispus is a Christian name," he said. "It means beauty." "Beauty? I'm not beautiful." "Let me finish, son. When you were born, your hair was curly, so you were named for Saint Crispin, a Christian leader who lived long ago. Mrs. Buckminster told us about the Christian leader and his name. Your mother wanted you to be a Christian and important. Does Crispus mean important?" "No, but Attucks does. Attucks means small deer, and deer are the most important animals to Indians. The Indian word is Attuck." Chris seemed to be deep in thought. Finally, he smiled. "Well, I guess it's not so bad to be different, father. I'll try to be important. I'll do something important someday." Prince looked pleased. "Just lead a good life, son, and be happy." Phoebe came from the house. "Mother and I have been making candles," she said. She carried a candle in her hand. She felt light and gay, but could see that Chris was deep in thought. She looked at him and stopped smiling. "What's wrong, Chris?" "Nothing," he said, starting for the house. "I'll go inside to see whether Mother needs any help with the candles." "We have finished making candles," she called after him, but by the time she spoke he was almost at the door. With a puzzled look on her face, she followed him to the house to see what, if anything, was wrong. Prince went on stirring the soap, wearing a smile on his face.